You can totally go like those TikTok e-girls and put a little bit on your nose. I'm so over these baby hairs. Oh, this is interesting. Like, if I didn't feel old before, I really feel old now. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, you probably do not know this, but I filmed my PR unboxing for today, and majority of the clips were corrupted. I don't even know how. I am so upset because I'm just like, am I ever gonna catch a break? Like, I just need a break right now. So today's video, I decided, okay, you know what? I obviously cannot box everything back up because I've already thrown it into the recycling bin. So I'm just going to use the makeup that I unboxed because, hey, it's still sitting on my counter, like on my table in front of me. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna kind of show you guys everything that I got in PR, and even like stuff that I can't even try on my face, I'm gonna show you guys. I just have it all sitting in front of me, so we're gonna kind of go through it. I feel like I'm going through postpartum hair loss again because I am losing so much hair. This is crazy. Like, I'm just really noticing a difference with my hair. It's like feeling thin, and I feel like I'm seeing it everywhere again. Comment down below if this has happened to any of you moms out there. My daughter's 15 months, and I went through this at like 4 to 6 months postpartum, but I feel like it's happening all over again. I don't know what's going on. My hormones are just crazy. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get into what I got in PR. So the first thing that we're gonna start off with is actually moisturizer, because I need to moisturize. My skin is so dry right now. It is so dry. So It Cosmetics actually came out with this new Beauty Sleep for all skin types. It's a skin transforming pillow cream right here, which is actually a night, like over the night sleeping mask cream in a way. So I actually cannot use this right now because I don't think that would work very well underneath makeup. So instead, I'm actually going to use their Confidence in a Cream that they also sent over. They sent these two over in this really cute little Cal Pack container for like travel and stuff. So I'm really excited to use this. I'm gonna use this one tonight, but today we are gonna use the Confidence in a Cream. This stuff is amazing. It is very, very moisturizing. Sigma actually came out with skincare brushes. Well, they came out with these skincare brushes already, but they are actually now selling them separately, so you guys can get them online. They're each under $20, which is amazing. So I'm actually gonna use one for my moisturizer right here. This is the S05. So let's open this up. So I'm just gonna use this paddle brush like so, and then just bring it up and just really work it into the skin. I have to say, I feel like I'm getting a facial right now using a brush. This is actually really, really nice. You always want to make sure you drag up and really moisturize. Bring it along the jawline. I'm actually gonna do the neck too. It's actually really, really like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. Luxurious. Bring that close to the eye area. Okay. So now that my face is moisturized, so much better, actually has like a glow again, we're gonna go in with some new primers. So Laura Mercier came out with a whole new set of primers. This is so exciting. I have been using Laura Mercier primers since before I did YouTube and I was a teacher. I used to use the oil-free one. My mom and my sister both love the Radiance one. I've talked about that a few times on my channel, but they came out with a new set. They're all just really pretty too. I really love the aesthetic that they went with them. They're very just muted, pastel, just really pretty to look at. But we have the Pure Canvas Power Primer. So this is a supercharged essence. This is one I'm gonna be using. Then we have a hydrating one. Then we also have the illuminating one, a perfecting one, a protecting one for SPF 30, and then we also have the blurring one. So I am actually going to kind of mix a little bit. We're gonna do the blurring on my T-zone. So it just looks like this. I'm gonna try this out on my nose area and my cheeks, where I get the most, like where my pores are ginormous. I have to say, what's really cool about these is that they're silicone free, which is pretty unique for a blurring primer, because as you guys know, majority of the blurring primers do have silicone in them. That's what is giving you that smoothing effect. And it kind of also makes it look like a little bit dry on your face. This one doesn't have the silicone, so if you're sensitive to silicone, you will be safe with this. And it doesn't give you that like really like dry matte look on your face that kind of sometimes doesn't look the best underneath makeup. Like it kind of dries it out right there. So I like that. It's actually like a hydrating blurring primer, which is nice. And then we're gonna try out this essence right here because, like I said, I am very dry right now. So I'm just gonna, oh, come on. Oh, this is interesting. I can't even get the dropper to take out the product. Huh. I'm wondering if it's just too thick for the dropper, or is my dropper broken? Oh, that is so weird. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know if it's that the primer is actually too thick for the dropper, or if my dropper is broken, but it's not taking any, like it looks like it has product in it, but, oh wait, we just got a drop. Yeah. I am struggling. The dropper sucks on this thing. I don't know if it's just my dropper or if it's just like faulty with the type of product that is inside. So that really sucks. So if you guys ever check this out in store, open up the box and see if the dropper works because that would really suck to pay that much money for something that you can't even get out. But it works in the sense of I can like put it in and then take the product off the sides, but you don't want to do that. So that's a bummer, but I have to say though, it feels good. It feels actually really moisturizing. So I like that. I don't have a foundation like a new foundation to try out because everything that I have gotten in PR recently is way too dark for me because I haven't been self-tanning. So I'm just gonna go into my trusty Coco and Dough one. I'm actually almost out of this. I need to go pick some up, which is an excuse to go to the mall with Riley to go get some more foundation. This is my favorite everyday foundation right now. It just goes beautifully on the skin. It's great for mature, dry skin. It doesn't settle into any fine lines and it's lightweight. And if you have acne prone skin, I think it's also really good because it allows your skin to breathe. I notice whenever I am breaking out, I always tend to go to this one and everything kind of clears up again because while I'm using this, my skin is still being able to breathe a little bit more than if I was using a full coverage foundation. So I'm gonna go in with this one. They actually sent me over a bunch of products. I was so excited when I saw the box. I was kind of hoping that there would be a foundation in it. But I actually instead got a big box of these guys. These are the cleansing spa waters. These are really good. They're little wipes. They actually have this in like a micellar water in a pump, which is really nice. You can use with a cotton round. But these are just really nice little wipes that help remove makeup, help clean the skin. So I'm just gonna apply this how I always do. I just literally go right to the face. I do a few lines. I also got some new brushes from Morphe. This is from the Manny MUA collection. He came out with a brush kit and then he also came out with the palette with them. So we'll be checking that out, but I'm gonna use a brush. I've never used their brushes before. So I'm just going to use their buffer brush to brush this into the skin. So this foundation has very light coverage. It is nice and hydrating on the skin. I kind of prefer light coverage and then I just go into the areas that I need extra coverage with some concealer. And then that helps me out there just to kind of limit how much makeup I am wearing. And then if I need a little bit more coverage in areas, which is especially my chin is where I get the most red, I just press it into the skin instead of like buff it in. And it kind of creates a little bit more coverage. And then I always bring it down my neck too. Okay, so before I go in with a liquid concealer, I'm actually gonna go in with this guy right here. And this is my Glow Skin Beauty Concealer. This is by far one of the best pot concealers you can buy. It does not clog the skin. It's got amazing coverage and it stays all day. It is amazing. I have been using this for years, like since what, 2012 or before that. I've been using this forever. And all I do is I just go into it. I use the color Natural. And the one bad thing with this stuff is that they really don't have the best shade range. But what I do is I tend to also sometimes do this first, even before doing my foundation, because I know Natural doesn't match me like perfectly, but I seem like I don't have that much of a problem. But I just go over the areas that I'm a little still like, you can still see the redness kind of peeking through. And I just press it in. And it just adds just a little bit more coverage that I need. I also use it to carve out my brows and it works out amazing for that because it's creamy but not too creamy to where it's gonna be all over the place. And it really allows you to clean up your brows really easy. I use it for everything. I use it every single day. It's the best concealer, that hands down. I'm telling you, you guys need to try this out. But there is a concealer that I wanna use, but first off, we're gonna use a lip balm to bring my lips back to life because I feel like I'm so pale right now. So this is from the new set from ColourPop. They came out with a new collection that I unboxed and it's their Blush Crush collection. So they came out with eyeshadows, like an eyeshadow palette. They also came out with a highlighter, which I will show. So they came out with these two lipsticks right here that are just a tint. I'm actually gonna go into this shade right here. This is Always Right. And I love these. I love to just put these on while I'm getting ready or just have in my purse, in my bag to use. They're just the perfect tint, and they're so easy to reapply throughout the day. They don't wear off weird, they're moisturizing, and this color, oh my God, this color is gorgeous. I think that little set is like, what, $12, if that? I'm telling you, this, if you guys love these types of products, you have got to get your hands on this color. It's really, really pretty. But anyways, oh my God, okay, so I don't know how this is going to work. 'Cause I remember I want to use this concealer, but they sent me shades that would work for me if I am self-tan. I actually swatched these yesterday when I unboxed them, and I don't think it's gonna work for me. There might be one that we can maybe able to work. I think it might be too yellow though. But they also sent over this concealer brush, which is really nice. I love their brushes, even their little round one. This guy right here, I use it all the time for foundation too. Such good brushes for the skin. But they came out with a new concealer. I'm really excited. I just wish that they worked for me. I have Oat, Fawn, and Pearl. So this is Oat, this is Fawn, and this is Pearl. Pearl is really, really pink. It's gonna be too pink for me. I think one of these is gonna be too dark. Oh yeah, I think Fawn is gonna be too dark for me. So there is Fawn right there. See, look at that, that's not gonna work. This one, Oat, I think it's gonna be too yellow. Yeah, neither of these are gonna work for me. God dang it. I should have tanned last night. I was gonna tan last night, but Riley's been having such a hard time going down that it's been making it just, my nights just horrible. God, I really wanted to try those. Dang it. I'm so mad. Okay, so instead I'm gonna use the Jouer ones. These are the Jouer stick ones. These are called the Essential High Coverage Concealer Pens. So I've already been testing these out. I wanted to talk about them. They honestly, they're good, but they're not my favorite. I don't know if it's because the way I apply them. I have Snow and I have Lace. So I'm gonna go in with Lace because Lace is my actual skin tone. And then we'll go in with Snow to kind of brighten it up. But this is what Lace looks like right here. You just click the bottom and it comes up. And then they say to like warm it up with your finger, like so. And then put it on. I don't know. I really wish I didn't have to do that. I think is what my thing is I wish I could just apply it right to my face and have it work. But it's a nice concealer. It blends out really pretty. I think it's just that little step that you have to warm up the product in order to get it to really apply well. Otherwise, it will feel like it's dragging across your skin and it will feel really dry on there. So you really want to warm it up. But it definitely does have good coverage. I think it just is gonna take, like for me, when I get ready in the morning, when I have Rye and it's just me and her, I have to do stuff that's like quick. I can't do things that are gonna take me too long. But this is actually a really nice concealer. It really blends out nicely. Just make sure you warm it up. So you definitely can see how much this brightens up the under eyes and just kind of covers up the extra redness that I have down there. Really gonna focus it around my nose because my nose is what always gets red. And I'm only going to put a little bit right here because I've actually been trying to avoid putting much product on my forehead or just like right here where my expression lines are. I don't get Botox anymore. So I notice if I like cake on the makeup right there or cake on the concealer or whatnot, it tends to really accentuate that expression line. So I want to actually make it very thin and like less cakey right there because then it makes that expression line not look as bad. Blend this onto the lids. So again with this concealer, it's a pretty good concealer. Is it my favorite? No. And the reason why again is because it just is gonna take me a little bit longer to use, and when I am doing my everyday makeup routine, I don't have that time. So I need to be able to cut down the amount of time of me doing my makeup. I don't have an hour or 2 hours to do my makeup. I have 10 minutes now. So again, with kind of keeping just a light complexion, I'm gonna go in with my powder. I don't have any new powders to try out, unfortunately. So this is just my Charlotte Tilbury. It's nearly gone. This is another one that I need to pick up. So what I do is I take the Sigma tapered brush, which is actually a highlighting brush. I think it's F35. And I just pack it on there. And I just press underneath my eyes. And I've been doing this a lot more than loose setting powders just because I find it to be a little bit less, like a lighter on my skin and not so powdery. Especially if I am dry, I tend to stay away from those ones. So I just focus this in those areas. Like so, I like where I just press and set. But I'm just really into kind of keeping the skin looking natural. And then what I do for the rest of the face is I go in with this big fluffy Mr. Right one from Too Faced. I believe you can get this one on their website. I'll have it linked down below. It is the best brush. I love this thing. I could use it for so many things. I actually have to really clean my brushes. So I can use it for so many things, and it's just the best brush. I use it to blend everything out too at the end that I'll show you guys. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm actually gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty. This is Into Sun. This is one of my favorite ones right now. It's just very lightweight and just applies really pretty onto the skin. And I just use this to bring a little bit more depth back to my face, because after putting on foundation, obviously it just looks really flat. So I just do it like so. I swear my baby hairs. I actually used hairspray to like try to get them to go back, and I'm still struggling with that. And then this is where this brush comes in handy again. I just go in and I blend everything out like so. Then I also wipe off my earrings, because I always get makeup all over my earrings and it's the worst. Okay, so for blush, because honestly, majority of the stuff that I get in PR is lately a majority skincare. So makes it really hard for me to test out makeup from PR. But I did recently get this NARS blush palette right here, which is really, really pretty, you guys. Been really enjoying it. I love this tone right here. You guys know I love my pinks. This one's also a really pretty neutral shade, and then this one is a little too dark for me though, unfortunately, but these two I've been really enjoying. So I'm actually gonna go into this pink one because I've got like a really fresh complexion on right now. So I'm gonna go into that pink one, but I love like NARS powders have been just killing it lately. Like their palettes and their eyeshadows and stuff. They're just really easy to blend out. They're really pigmented. Well, not like crazy pigmented. They're easy to like manage and build up, which is I like, so you can't like go like crazy overboard with them. So as I'm saying this, I feel like I put on a little bit too much blush. They don't look like they're powdery. I always go in again with this brush and I blend things out, but they're just stunning. And again, their eyeshadows and their cheek palettes have been some of my favorites lately. I do have to say, because I am a nude lover, I want like I want a really pretty nude blush tone palette from them. I feel like I have not seen that. Just kind of like what ColourPop recently came out with Blush Crush. I want to see that from NARS. Maybe we can see that from them for like the springtime. I think that would be really pretty. But those palettes are the ones that I go crazy for. I'm so over these baby hairs. But you can just see how pretty this is. I love this. You can totally go like those TikTok e-girls and put a little bit on your nose and bring it up a little bit higher. Who's been watching TikTok? I've been like watching it, and then I'm kind of like cringe status because I'm like, oh my God, these kids are so young. Like I feel old now. Like if I didn't feel old before, I really feel old now. All right, so before we get into the other makeup, I do want to talk about some new hair products that came out from Living Proof. You guys know I love them. So they came out with these new hair masks, like deep conditioning hair masks, and I live for hair masks. So I'm actually totally gonna use one tonight if Riley sleeps for me. But they came out with 3 of them. But anyways, if you guys want to use my code, it's Madison. You can save 10% off your entire order at livingproof.com. This is not sponsored in any way. They sent me the PR package and they gave me the code in the PR package. So it's not an affiliate, which shouldn't matter if it was. I mean, come on, I'm not gonna like say go and use a code if I didn't like their products. Living Proof is one of my top favorite hair brands. I love their dry shampoo. It's seriously one of the top favorite dry shampoos. That one and chlorine are like my faves. So they came out with hair masks. This first one is the weightless mask. This one is going to leave the hair shiny, soft, and manageable. So this is kind of like a light conditioning mask. You can use these up to 1 to 2 times a week, and you replace them for your conditioner. The other one that we have here is the Restore and Repair hair mask. This is going to deeply nourish and reverse damage. And then the last but not least, we're gonna have Maximum Fizz Control and Conditioning, and this is their Intense Moisture Mask. So I have to say, like, this one would be a really good one just to like, you know, throw in like maybe once a week and then go in with like one of the deeper conditioning ones for another night throughout the week. Like do this one on Monday and then do one of these like on Wednesday or Thursday. Do one of these on Thursday. And what I would do is I would like, if you had the budget to do is this is what I'm actually gonna try tonight. But what I would do is I would go in with the restoring one first, because these ones have tendency to dry out the hair a little bit if they're repairing. So you always wanna go in with a conditioning one afterwards. I know it makes it 10 times more expensive, but you'll see such more amazing results and your hair will feel so much better after it. So that's what I tend to do with my deep conditionings, is I'll go in with the restorative one, and then I'll go in with a hydrating one afterwards. So that is what I'm gonna try out tonight. I'll let you guys know how that one works out. But if you guys want to check any of those out, or if you're like needing to restock on Living Proof, make sure to use that code and save 10% off your entire order. I think that's a really good deal. Again, it's just my name, Madison, so it's easy to remember, but definitely try it out. I definitely recommend getting at least their dry shampoo, their Living Proof dry shampoo. Everything. I use their shampoos and conditioners too. Those are always like a staple in my routine. I have that in my shower. Yeah, just love their stuff. So definitely check those out. So now getting into, let's go into our highlighter. So Manny MUA came out with a palette, and this one has eyeshadows and highlighters, but I actually really want to go into this ColourPop one. This whole, like, they came out with two collections. They came out with the blush and they came out with a nude one, and I really want to get my hands on the nude one too. I just hate how their packaging is so hard to open. But this one is beautiful. It is so pretty. It's called You're a Catch, and again, like the packaging, it's a little tricky, but it's literally a lot like, just like the Marc Jacobs one, the Omega bronzer that I use. So it's also like a really good travel mirror, because that's what even if I'm not planning on using my Omega bronzer, I still bring it with me to go because it's the best mirror to use. So we're gonna use this guy today. I'm just gonna go in with a highlighting brush. I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm just going to apply this onto the skin. Oh my gosh. I actually haven't been using highlighter much lately anymore. I think it's just because it's like one step that I'm like, you know what, I can live without it and I can get ready faster. So, but I forget how good it looks and how much like glow it brings to the skin. So just apply that there. And then I'm actually gonna take one of these little brushes from Morphe. This one is called the E36. And it's a nice little round one, so I'm gonna put that in here, and I'm actually going to apply this to the top, to my brow right here, just like in that arch area, just to kind of help lift them up a bit. And then I'm gonna apply it in the inner corner of the eye. We're gonna do eyeshadows and stuff, but I just wanna see how this looks. I can never get the inner corner of the eye to look like other girls get it to look. I'm wondering if it's because I have a deeper set eye, so it doesn't really work out for me. That's what I'm thinking, but I love doing it on my brow. I think that's really pretty, but this is such a stunning highlighter, and it's like very creamy and buttery too. I don't know how much it is, but it most likely is very affordable, like everything is with ColourPop. But this is the palette that they came out with right here. It is stunning. It is so pretty. So I think I'm gonna go and dabble maybe a little bit into, I want to use the Manny MUA. Okay, I'm going to use this palette. If I see that I can add in a color from the Manny MUA one, then I will. If not, then I'll save this one for a different video. But I live for blush tones. Those are my favorite. So we're going to go in with that first. Prime my eyes. I'm going to go in with my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Eye Primer. This stuff is amazing. If you have dry eyelids, I highly recommend this eye primer. I forgot how good it was, and I'm starting to use it again, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, this stuff is amazing. I really like this brush from Hourglass. So I'm just gonna use that to blend it out. Apply a little bit more up here. But I like it because it's nice and thin on the lids, so it's not like you're caking up a bunch of product on your eyelids. Sometimes those, like the pot ones, you know, like the MAC paint pots and stuff, I love those, but sometimes they get a little too thick on the lids, and they just make the eyelids feel heavy, and it just feels like you're wearing a ton of eyeshadow. And if you're not used to wearing eyeshadow every day, it is very uncomfortable, and that's what I've gotten to. Now having lash extensions, I rarely go in with eyeshadow every single day, because it's just, again, it's like another step that I don't have time to do. I have to say though, I'm really enjoying these Morphe brushes. These are actually really nice. I'm gonna go in with their M35. I'm gonna go into the shade Lovesick. I'm gonna use this to kind of lightly set what I just put on. Again, I don't want to put on too much powder because I don't want it to feel heavy on my eyes. But I do want to set it, otherwise I do notice that my shadows don't blend as well. Some people won't even bother setting it. I am one that needs to set. Otherwise, ooh, this brush sheds. Otherwise, it's really hard for me to blend out my colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go into Made You Blush right here. It's got a little bit of shimmer into it, but I'm gonna lightly put it into that crease. I'm just gonna lightly just kind of apply it into there. Kind of focus that color on the outer portion and then blend it up. That is a pretty pink. Oh my goodness. I also just kind of noticed this purple right here. I think that would also be really pretty. So I'm gonna take a light little dab. It's called How Rouge. And I'm just gonna lightly buff this into my crease too and just kind of mix it in with that pink. Ooh, that is really purple. I feel like these are a lot more vibrant on the skin than they are in the pan. We're gonna go into the Manny one, you guys, and we're gonna take this more precise brush that he has in his little kit. This one that we used for the highlighter, this is the E36. We're gonna go into a brown. I'm thinking we're gonna go into Zaya, which is the name of his dog. She's the cutest. And I'm just going to apply this into the crease. You know what? We're gonna go into Howl. I think Howl is gonna work out better for us in this one. I don't know what I was thinking. We're gonna go into Howl. It is a darker brown. It's like right below Zaya. And I'm just going to apply this into the crease. Then I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna blend it out. Losing a lash. Man down, guys. It's twisting. It means it's gonna fall off here. It's actually really pretty right there. I like this. It's really pretty. All right, so you can totally keep it like this, or you could even go into Pop a Bottle right here, which is almost like a Super Shock eyeshadow. And you can go in and you can apply that on the lid. I think I'm gonna apply it on the lid just because I think it'll be fun. And I feel like I haven't played with glitter in a while. I don't know how well this is gonna work with my cream color brush from Sigma. It's the E58, but we're just gonna try it. Oh, I like it. It's nice and light, and it's just like a top of iridescence. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and go back into this purple. I'm just gonna drag this lightly underneath my eye. I don't wanna go with the pink down there because I feel like it will give me pink eye or make me look like I have pink eye or something. So I wanna use a different color, but I'm just going to keep this close to that bottom lash line. Okay, officially, I do not like the Morphe crease brush that I've been using. This is the M535, not a fan. I think it blends out beautifully, but it sheds like no other, and I've never had a brush shed. I always use mainly like Sigma or Luxie, and I've just never had a brush shed, and that brush is shedding like crazy. It works really well, it just sheds everywhere. It's like all in my lashes. Next, I'm gonna pop on my mascara. This is the best mascara ever. I love this. It's the Thrive Cosmetics one, and it's a tubing mascara, so it comes off really easily. It doesn't smudge, and it's just amazing. I'm telling you, you guys need to have this mascara in your collection. It will become your holy grail. I told my mom about it, and I finally just bought her one, and now she will not use anything else. She loves it too. Okay, so I totally forgot that I actually got this mascara from Buxom. I was just so excited to use my Thrive one, but Buxom came out with a new one, you guys, and this one is supposed to be very volumizing, lengthening, everything. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the other color that I got from ColourPop in that little set, and this one is called Feel Good. It's a little bit more of a bolder color. But I love these. These are so pretty. Okay, so here's the completed look. We kept the complexion really nice, light, and fresh. Nothing too heavy or cakey onto the face. The eyes are very just kind of fresh looking. Really fun. I love these types of looks. I feel like they make you look so much more youthful. And I am all about that, especially for being in my 30s now. But to kind of go through some things that I also got in PR, Almay actually came out with new biodegradable wipes here. So they came out with 3 of them. They came out with this long wear makeup remover cleansing wipe. So this is really good if you have like waterproof makeup or really heavy makeup on. This one will work out well. And then they have micellar, which will be my favorite ones, I already know, because I love micellar wipes. I love the Garnier ones. They're so good. These ones too from Koga & Do, but just from the drugstore. Love the Garnier ones. So I'm excited to try these ones out. And also they came out with a clear complexion one. So if you have acne prone skin or breakouts, you can use these ones as well. That will help battle that acne because it has witch hazel in it. But I would definitely make sure to moisturize your face extremely well after using this because it will probably be very drying on the skin. So make sure to use lots of moisturizer. Even if you're oily, at night, cake that moisturizer on and just let that help balance out your skin. I love using oils even if I'm oily because it balances it all out, and it actually reduces my oils because my skin isn't wanting to overcompensate for the oils that I'm trying to strip away from my skin. So definitely moisturize a ton. Also, if you guys saw my hand, foot, mouth video, you saw me talk about these Moki Moki babies right here. So the brand actually saw that I tagged them and they were really sweet. They're a family, they're a small family business, you guys. And they were so excited that they sent me 2 more packs, which I am so grateful for. I'm telling you, if you have a child that has eczema prone skin, lots of diaper rash, dry skin, anything, you need to try these. These are so good. You can actually go onto their website and get a better bulk for your, more bang for your money, more bulk. What's the term? I'm completely losing the term right now. This is horrible. But you can get more bang for your buck. You can get a lot more bang for your buck if you go to their website because you can get like a set of like 14 of them. I think the more you purchase, the more money you save. They even have a subscription fee where they'll like continuously come in, which I think I'm gonna actually sign up for because these saved us when Riley was going through hand, foot, mouth, and I still am using them to this day even though she's fully cleared up now because it makes her skin so soft, and she also is eczema prone and she gets diaper rash really easily. So it helps just soothe her body. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to be using one of these once a week, and what's great is that you can even use the little guy as a washcloth like slash sponge because it has that stuff in it, but you just run underneath the water for 1 to 2 minutes and then you can use it to lather across their body too. It's amazing. It's definitely one of my mommy like must-haves right now, so I highly recommend this, you guys. I will have them linked down below. I love supporting small businesses and this stuff is bomb. It's way better than the Aveeno. I have the Aveeno. I've used it 10 times better than the Vino. That is everything from this PR unboxing, you guys. This is like a different spin to this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I do love just unboxing them though because I like to see the packaging that they come in. I like to be able to read the letters that the brand sent over to get like a really good understanding of each product to you guys. And you guys get to see like my first impressions about it too. So I don't know, just let me know what you guys think about this little twist. Maybe we can do this every now and then. You can let me know in the comments down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Videos are going to be Tuesdays and Saturdays, and if I can throw in a bonus video, I will. But no matter what, there will be videos every Tuesday and Saturday at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time if you're curious of when to come back to my channel. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram because I will be doing giveaways every single Monday. So I already did a ColourPop one, which you guys should see live already. It's on my feed. I will be announcing the winners every Monday and then doing a new one every Monday. It will either be in my post feed or it will be in my Instagram story. So make sure to be staying up to date, especially on Mondays. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.